Yo. What are you saying though? Welcome back to season 4. It's your boy,
baby.
Rudy Samuel.
Girl.
We out here. Who are you?
Wow.
Who are you?
Hi everybody, my name is Rachel.
Do you have to say nicknames?
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Bonnie Cash. Yes, sir.
Gracia.
You know yourself, it's your boy, DJ Sky.
Okay, guys, I'm Samelia Ngale, Boga de Tule Boga, some Tadika Papa Mamu Napu. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Iget.
Zigzag.
Alright, here we go. Let's go, Gracia.
What are your thoughts regarding the statement? If a woman can have an abortion because she doesn't want a child or is saying she isn't ready to have one, then why must a man be forced to support a child he wasn't ready for?
Please do it again.
Yeah, just read slower because
If a woman can have an abortion because she doesn't want a child or she's saying she's not ready to have one, then why must a man is forced to support a child he wasn't ready for?
Well,
Very different.
first of all, if you're not ready for a child, hey, there's a lot you can do. You can work on your
Okay, just say it, bro. It's
work.
okay.
You guys, work on your pull-out game.
Yeah.
Work on your condom wearing.
Yeah. It's
No, but it's more. It's not prevention. The situation has happened. Homeboy doesn't want the kid, but the girl wants to keep the kid, and he doesn't want to pay child support because he doesn't want the kid. But if it was the other way around, she's allowed to have an abortion, you know, because it's her body and she can do what she wants. So is that double standards? That's my thing. Why is it bad?
it is double standards.
So why is it like that?
I don't know.
bro.
I really
know,
don't
like-
know. It's double standards, but I don't know why it is like that. I've never thought of it like that, you know, because we all expect the guy to
To
pay.
take
And if he doesn't
care
pay,
of-
he's a trash dad.
No,
He's never
if I don't
around.
have money.
Da, 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 da.
If I
but
don't
you
have
know
money.
what? That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't have money.
Yeah.
You know,
But
like
there's
he's
different
really
ways-
not ready because he doesn't have the money. You
But
know,
there's different way for like of you being there for a child. Money is not necessary, but if you just like you don't show up, you're not there, and everything, you just like you just in your head you didn't have a child to end with.
But which woman is gonna accept for a man to be there for the kid without money? Are you telling me today, if you happen to mess up and you have a kid outside of marriage and whatever, you're not ready, you telling me that it's okay for your man to not have money, but he must just be there morally?
but even
Yeah,
if it's not
but the
okay,
kids,
if he
yeah.
doesn't have money, what must he do?
Like what? Like exactly.
There's nothing you can do.
We both screwed up. We were both in the situation. It takes two to tango. I'm not going to put all the blame on you. And then we both know that we don't have money. Now I'm forcing you to do what? Steal money? Get money from where?
But you know what? At
Just
the
be
same
there for
time,
the child.
you are pregnant for 9 months. In that 9 months, you can get a job.
Yeah, but I didn't want the kid in the first place. So why am I being forced to look for money for the kid?
Then why were you having?
Because
sex
it's your
in the first
kid.
place?
No, we're having sex because we were in love. Me and you chose to have sex because
Bro.
we're in love, and
why raw?
apparently when you're in love, that's what you're supposed to do. Why roll? Maybe that time there was no condom.
Oh, you didn't want. So you didn't want.
Okay, fine. Sex happened, the baby's there, and it was like, oops, the baby's here. And if you were the one who didn't want the baby, you can easily just go get some pills, boom, the baby's gone. But now you decided to keep the baby. I don't want the baby. Why should I be forced to pay child support?
Because that's your baby.
But I don't have money.
because I didn't want the baby.
to keep
Even
the
if
baby
you
also.
even if you don't have money, you have 9 months to find money.
no,
What do
Are
you
you listening
mean?
to Rudy? Rudy says, if you can have an abortion when you don't want the baby,
I understand, but
Why
the
can't
reality,
we-
that's the reality. Like there's, even if you don't want the kid is gonna. And it's not like the guy can have an abortion or force you to have an abortion, you know.
can't.
But it's the double standard that's there.
So, but why must it be there?
My thing is, I feel like if we had sex, it happens. As soon as we're having sex, we should already think of the consequences of having sex. There might be a kid. No, there might be a kid involved because you're there, you're having fun, but then also think of the afterwards. If you have a kid, okay, let's talk about it. For me personally, if I was in the situation, you're telling me you don't want the kid, you don't want anything. Okay, thank you, bang, bye. Then you leave. I'm not going to force you to put bad love into the kid's life, put negativity. This is how my kid is going to be raised with negativity that you never wanted the kid and all the. Please leave. Then I'll take care of the kid, and I'll do. If society, that's on you. You decide to leave, then leave. That's you kind of having an abortion. I'll take care of the child and do what I need to do for my child.
Fair enough, but still, the question is why the double standards?
I think, I'm listening to your guys' opinions. I was thinking what we tend to forget is
in terms of a situation like that happening, there is a child now. The child is there now, you know. You put the first interest of the child there first. If I'm deciding to have an abortion as a woman, I think it's a double standard. It's a big double standard to have to say to a guy, oh, okay, well, now that the child is here, boom, you have to kill it, you know. It's a big double standard. But for me personally, like Gracia said, if you don't want to be in the child's life, I can't now force you. But I've seen in situations where the kid does come and the guy all of a sudden snaps and he's like, wow, that's my child. Or, wow, I'm having a child. And I think that's also uncool to see that, because 9 months is a very long time to wait to see a newborn baby. I'm a new aunt, so when the child comes out, everyone changes their point of view and how they saw the child. So I'm thinking, if you don't want to be in the child's life, you don't have the choice, or rather you don't have the authority when the child comes to come back into the child's life.
Why not?
How?
Can I just ask?
No,
let's
you
just
wanted
say,
to have an abortion,
okay, let's
right?
just say the dad, the dad doesn't want to be part of the child's life during that 9 months. But then when the baby does come, now he wants to take responsibility.
No
because
ways. I
hold
can't
on, why not? Why is he not allowed to change his
I
mind?
won't accept-
Because he's still the dad.
Why is he not allowed to change his mind? He wanted me to kill my child.
No, he didn't want the child.
He didn't want to
He didn't want
support
the child. He
in
wanted
terms of
to-
finance.
No, but I'm talking about if I find out that I'm pregnant and me and Rudy together and he tells me you need to get an abortion, is that not him wanting me to kill my child?
So he's not allowed to change his mind when the child is born.
How, guys, that's not cool.
What if the child?
Yeah,
asks
it's
you
not
for the
cool,
dad?
but are you
What
not
if
gonna?
the child asks you where's
When
the
the child
dad?
grows
What
up,
you gonna
Yeah.
do?
I will be honest with my child
But
and
the-
tell my child that your father.
But that's
No,
not putting,
no,
that's
that-
not you
that
putting
being
your child
trash,
first. You say that you wanted to put your child first no matter what.
Yes,
yes.
That's not you putting your child first. You also
How?
need to think about your child's life. Growing up without a father is the hardest thing that a child can ever go. Like growing up without parents is the hardest thing.
But do you
ever.
think that I would
Yes.
want
No,
my child to grow up
you
with a
put-
parent
you-
who didn't
you-
want him in the first
Yes,
place?
he did, but he
Changed.
changed his mind. You putting your
He
emotions
changed.
first before
Maybe
your
he
child.
matured.
It doesn't-
You know, he's got a
Exactly.
job now. Like
Yeah,
now
yeah,
he's
I
he
would
wants.
take the
Yeah,
guy
he
as
wants to
you
take
want-
responsibility.
You want to be part of your child's life, bring positivity, help your child grow. It's fine. We can start again. It's not about me at the end of the day. It's about the child.
Okay,
The child
what
is
if
here.
homeboy is like, okay, if you won't let me at least, be in contact with my kid, how about I pay my support
Ah, cool.
every
Fine.
month?
Give me the
Also, you're
money.
gonna
So
take
you-
the
I'm
money.
not
gonna
Like,
say-
ha.
And not the child.
No, guys, think about it. Do
Take
you?
my money and
I
my
can't
visits.
say this as an example for myself because my dad is my role model. But I've seen in so many situations where the father is there, but he's not present. He's not a father. You've got a father, but he's not a father. He's not a dad. So why do I want to inflict that kind of his intentions or the type of person that he is onto my son? Never.
But he wants to come change.
Change.
He's
When you
coming
change, cool.
So,
Keep
okay,
that
fine.
for yourself.
How long?
Don't bring that
Okay,
to my
fine.
child.
What if he keeps on proving it to you on a consistent
Then
basis
cool.
that, listen, Rachel,
I won't-
I'm changing.
Personally, I won't
Years
stop
after,
my
you know.
child not having a father. That I'm putting out there. I will not stop my child from having a father.
But you just won't let them meet up and be together.
No, not guys. In this country, you know how many laws prevent you from doing that. You can't keep a child away from its parents.
Yeah.
So, but for you personally, what are you saying?
How do I explain this in layman's terms?
So you with this guy, he tells you, I don't want this kid. Okay, during the 9 months, the baby's here. He changes his mind. You will not allow him to change his mind, or rather, you won't care if he changes his mind, because you were saying this now. No, I don't want. If he's gone, he's gone. So you say it's a wrap.
Yes, you did. Please show her. Please show her. You did say
He
that.
did. Let's rewind.
Please don't rewind. Please rewind. No, what I'm saying is, if I have a child and you decide to come back in my child's after the 9 months of pregnancy,
When I
and
wasn't there.
and you weren't there, and you decide to come into the child's life now, how solid is that decision when you found out that I was pregnant, you didn't want to be, now all of a sudden you see that the shit is happening,
okay.
you want to come back.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But I feel like you're just mad at the homeboy.
No, I'm not mad because I kept that child.
But are you
Being
thinking
mad-
about the child when you
No,
take this
if I
decision?
wasn't thinking about the child, I would have aborted that child.
But then his dad in
You
his
still
life is
mad.
very important.
That's why you don't want the father to be part of the kid.
You putting your emotions first.
Exactly.
I'd rather
And not
have
the
a father
child
who's
first.
consistent than an absent father.
But
guys.
she's okay. That's deep. But you're putting.
You want to what?
If you have an abortion, you're putting yourself first. If you're denying the kid from seeing the dad,
Oh wait,
you're
let's
putting
let's
yourself
clarify
first.
that for people first. So if you have an abortion, you put yourself first.
Yes.
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 Okay.
No, think
Whoa,
about it.
let's
No, think about it and take time to think about it.
There's a line
Come again,
that's
please.
being
If you have an abortion,
Are you
you're
putting
putting yourself
yourself
first.
Or the child first.
Not always.
Which child
let's
are
say-
you putting
whoa,
first?
Okay, I think it depends. Let's say you are broke, you have no money, you don't have a place to stay. The poor child is going to be born into absolutely nothing. Does that now mean you're putting the child first?
Oh yes, that's a good question.
But now that means you're blocking a potential successful person
Okay.
from succeeding
From-
because you have an abortion. I'm trying to.
Let Tony go.
You think about the child, the kid, by not having sex before marriage. That's one. Because when you're not married and you decide to have a child, I mean,
Sex.
what? Okay.
Child, sex, whatever. Yeah, go
Yeah, I don't think you're thinking about, the future, about what the child is gonna grow into. You can't just bring a human being in this world and you have nothing to provide for them.
Well, I feel like it's a responsibility that we both need to take. Because you can't expect me, like, you get, let's say we have sex and then you get
You and
pregnant. No, not you, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
We have sex and then the girl gets pregnant.
Yeah.
When she gets pregnant, she can't expect me to always be doing everything. It has to be a 50-50 thing because it's our child, it's not my child.
Well, then why don't you then just put the baby up for adoption? I know it's not that easy, but now having an abortion, fine, by all means, but there's also the choice of
Giving
putting the
someone
kid
who
up for
can't have a
adoption.
kid.
Okay, if I make a girl pregnant now, but they will chase me from the house first.
Okay.
Because I
Hey,
can't.
man.
You know, bruh.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't take that risk.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Has that happened before?
No, not happen. But I'm just
Not
telling you, like my family, like my father, boy, it's going to kill me.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, I
Yeah.
can't take that
My
risk.
aunt told me
If you make,
if I'm gonna get pregnant,
we're gonna
she's
go.
gonna take me and drop me by the
The
girl's
girl,
house.
you see, but it's serious. I'm telling you, it's not a joke.
Yeah.
Bruh,
But I can't take that risk.
instead of the girl coming to my house, I'm gonna be dropped. At the
Yeah.
You see?
Exactly.
So I don't want to take that.
And
just
another
bring it.
reason why I was saying it's a 50-50 thing, I have a friend that had a child. Like, she got pregnant and then she told her boyfriend that, okay, I'm pregnant. The guy was like, I can't take care of the kid because of my parents and stuff like that. So the girl was like, okay, you know what? You're still the father of the child, but I'll take care of the child myself. If you want to see the child, you can come. If you want to see the child, you can come see the child. But I will take care of the child myself. So that's why I was saying it's a thing of like 50-50. If the guy can't provide, why can't you
Yeah, can't you?
provide also?
That's
Yeah,
what-
and then
that's-
maybe
that's-
at a
that's what I
later
said.
stage.
No, but that's what I said. It doesn't matter. It's not when I'm saying you can't. It doesn't have to do with finance. It's like just you being there for the child, showing your support, caring, taking care of the child. That's you already providing and supporting with love and so, it doesn't, because in this age money doesn't come from, like, money just doesn't grow on trees, and we're all struggling out here. So if we're all screwed up and we all made the mistake, we need to give in to this child some way, somehow. You can't provide. I have a job right now. I can provide, but don't be a bum and sit on your ass.
Yeah, in the meantime,
go
in
look
the
for a
meantime,
job.
also,
All right, okay, fine, okay, cool. So in conclusion, can a man decide to not pay child support because he doesn't want
No,
the kid?
the law doesn't allow you to do that.
But that goes back to our main question: why can a woman have abortion and a man decide to
And
just
that's why
step out?
I'm accepting that it's a double standard. But
How do we get
in
rid
reality,
of the double standard?
no, but in reality, the law states. No.
Okay, what happens? What if we take
Okay,
out
you know,
the abortion thing?
take it out how?
What if there's a law that says you can't have an abortion? What happens then?
No, that's not all right. But that's a topic for another day. But what I'm saying is that the guy is allowed to decide he doesn't want to pay, even if he has money. We're talking about if he doesn't have.
Yeah, we know
Even
parents
if
they have
he
money,
has,
but they-
he's allowed to say, "Nah, I don't want because I don't want to support."
That's in your opinion, right?
Yes, you really can.
So a man
It's a choice.
can decide against paying child support if he doesn't want, because he didn't want the kid in the first place.
Whether he's got money or he doesn't have money,
Okay,
he
again,
can
can I
really
ask you a
decide.
question?
Yeah.
On that, would you agree with Rachel then?
That's-
Then if he changes his mind later on, he has money. Let's say he has money, but he's like, nah, this is you taking care of the kid. Then you agree with Rachel that if he comes back later on with the mind change and everything, would you allow him
If he
back
comes
in?
back later on with his mind changed, you've got to explain to me, how did your mind change? Why?
It's not enough. That's a child's life to have an explanation. You're gonna come and tell me, oh, I found. Okay, this is not a good example, but I won the lottery. No, I was gonna use something else, but it's gonna contradict what we all say. I've won the lottery, and then all of us.
Keep in
No,
mind,
it's not even about the money anymore. But
he
if
said
he comes
doesn't
back
want.
and he explains to me like the difference, why is he changing his mind? Then I can consider allowing it, because it's not even about me anymore. Because now the child is here, the child needs a dad. I can't now just be like, nah, you're not gonna see your child just because at the beginning you didn't want. Things change, people change, situations make people change. If you can explain to me what made you change and it's really convincing, I'll allow you. It's still your child at the end of the day, whether you didn't want it in the beginning or not.
Sure, yeah, bro.
It's still your child, and now you've got to think of the child. It's not just about you anymore, because now there's a baby here, and now you've got to think of the whole concept of a family, Yeah, you've got to think of that for the child. You do want your child to have a mom and a dad, Obviously, there's a lot that you're going to have to do to make it work,
Yep.
But you have to consider it. It's
Okay,
going to take
around-
time and all, but you have to
Going
consider.
around the card, just say if you agreeing with it or disagreeing. Rudy, please, the question: Would you like abortion? No abortion? What would you do? Just short.
If she doesn't want the kid, and I'm involved, I know for a fact I will want the kid. So don't abort the kid. Just give me my kid and let me go.
Okay, Rachel.
Okay, Rachel, we'll come back to you. Bonnie.
First of all, someone said you don't need money to be there for the kid, whatever. You need transport to go visit. but I think the abortion, it's hard. It's very tricky.
Yeah.
But I think guys shouldn't be allowed not to pay child support.
Okay, Sam.
Sam won't be having a kid because they're gonna chase him.
Let me just think about it, bro. Like, right now,
Yeah.
I don't even think about it. Please.
You get?
Please.
Nah, I
Not
wouldn't
those
abort.
No.
Period. Yeah.
What's going on?
Uh,
Are you gonna keep the child?
Yeah, we'll keep the child. We'll keep the child. Well, it happened. You need to take responsibilities. You need to step up for the kid. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, we'll keep the child.
Yes, sir.
I want to abort, but like if you say that you don't want a part of it, I'll let you go.
It's cool.
I can't
homie.
force you, but I'll take care of the kid by myself. So yeah.
So when it comes
Rachel,
back,
we back to you, baby.
back.
I think
That's what I'm saying,
it's a big double standard, hey. But I feel like you're right. I think my opinion has changed slightly in terms of people are allowed to change. People are eventually allowed to change. If you do decide, to pay, was it
Child
called
support.
alimony?
Yeah,
They're trying to use big words.
Oh.
Come on, Monica.
What? Acrimony. What did you say?
That's a movie.
What did you?
She said
Alimony.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
If you decide to,
Well, man, you need to finish up.
then I do accept. All I do condone is, what I don't accept is a guy who is going to fall into the trend of seeing the child, and now all of a sudden he thinks that he's a father. A father starts from the time that conceiving happened. When we had sex, you knew the consequences of us having sex. If that condom broke or whatever, I wasn't on the pill, you could be a father. So it starts from there. It doesn't start from, you see my child has nice beautiful blue eyes, or my child has
Come on.
my child has nice long hair. Then you decide, this is gonna look nice on my Instagram feed. That's not cool. That's what I'm going at. I don't want a father who's going to go into the trend of wanting to be a father because it's a thing. Be a father because you're taking responsibility for it. That's the conclusion of what I wanted to say.
Yeah, man.
Guys, please don't forget to
Like,
share, subscribe.